Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host, James Egan, and today on Bond Month, we'll be looking at the 1989 film License to Kill. This was the first Bond film to be rated as PG in the US. This was PG-13? God, this movie's so violent. The grinder scene's horrific. The depressurization scene gave me nightmares. And I saw the toned-down version, and that's still horrific. The tagline is, "His bad side is a dangerous place to be." The theme song was sung by Gladys Knight. Benicio del Toro was only 21 when he played the henchman, Dario. He was the youngest actor to play a Bond villain. When I say Bond villain, I mean any Bond villain. I said in a previous film, Yaphet Kotto was the youngest main Bond villain, but Benicio del Toro is a henchman. During the scene where Bond is hanging on the grinder, Benicio del Toro's character tried to cut him loose. Del Toro accidentally cut Dalton, and the scene had to be stopped in order to stitch him up. This is considered to be the best Bond film that John Glenn directed. The sex was toned down for the film due to the AIDS epidemic. Dalton had to deny this while promoting the film. The film didn't do very well at the box office since it was competing against blockbusters like Batman, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Lethal Weapon 2, The Abyss, Star Trek V: The Final Frontier, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and Ghostbusters 2. To counter this, Bond films stopped being released in the summer.
I just realised it was competed with Indiana Jones' Last Crusade, starring Sean Connery, the original Bond. Oh, the irony. The sweet, sweet irony.
Dalton was paid $5 million. Carrie Lowell plays Bond girl Pam Bouvier. She reprised the role for the 2012 video game 007 Legends. The original title was License Revoked. The script was inspired by the samurai masterpiece Yojimbo. Gene Simmons from the band Kiss was offered a role, but he declined. Robert Davi plays the main villain Sanchez. He based the character on Le Chiffre,
The main villain of the Bond novel, Casino Royale.
Timothy Dalton is the only Bond to share scenes with Felix Leiter in all the movies that they appear in. If Dalton had made another Bond film, the producers would have adapted Fleming's novel, Property of a Lady. The budget was a mere $32 million since the producers were still trying to pay expenses after overspending on Moonraker. Really? That movie came out literally 10 years before. How are they still paying for it? The scene where Bond resigns was shot in Ernest Hemingway's house. This is the last Bond film where longtime producer Albert R. Broccoli was on set. This is the last Bond film to star Felix Leiter until the series was rebooted. John Rhys-Davies was offered a cameo role, but he had to decline since he's working on Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. This is the only Bond film to receive a 15 rating by the British Board of Film Classification. Okay, yeah, that's justified now, because I couldn't understand how this is PG-13. When Bond is running away from an exploding tanker, no stunt double was used. Elements from the novels Live and Let Die and Goldfinger are used in the film. In Italy, the film is called Private Revenge. That doesn't make any sense. And finally, many fans believe that Dario suffers the worst death in the series. He is crushed to death in a cocaine grinder. Special thanks to these fine people for all their help. Be sure to subscribe to Facts About Everything. Follow me on Twitter for updates on upcoming videos. Check out my Facebook page to let me know what subjects you want me to talk about in the future. Thanks for watching. See you again.